Hello and welcome back to RC Scale Studios. I'm going to go ahead and keep on working on this car here. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and see if I can get this GPS mounted. Super important. And we want a good signal to the GPS. They said that the signal actually comes in underneath the logo, is what I heard. So, I think that was in their manual I was reading, or somewhere I was reading that. So that is the part that you really want to face the sky, as far as I understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it up here. Let's cut this open here, because I have this open area inside of here with that plastic on the bottom, if you've seen the other video. So this will slide right in on top of that clear plastic, is what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to notch out here. Should be a nice little place to slide it on in. I can still reach my buttons. And I'm just going to notch out around the display here so I can see that. And it should hold in pretty good by itself there, I'm thinking. And maybe put a little Velcro at the end or something like that. So it's easy in, easy out, easy set, easy to see. Right on top here and down here. So if the car does go over, you know, flipping upside down or whatever, it should hit here. And it should be okay for the most part. It might take a little bit of a hit, who knows, but we'll see on that. And talking about flipping over and taking a hit, one thing I keep forgetting to mention, and I need to do, and hopefully I'll do that tonight too, but back here, this is like really important. These aluminum wings right here, or fins, are mounted to the aluminum brace that runs all the way down the car to keep them nice and rigid, which is fantastic. However, if the car does flip over, you want these things to be able to come off the car. If they stay on the car, they will bend up. The chassis and everything else is going to get messed up. So what I need to do is take these off. I'm going to make slots at the bottom underneath my screws. That way if the car flips over, this literally will pull out and off the screws. So this, if it comes off, it comes off. But it's better than busting up a bunch more stuff. You're better off having some stuff come off your car, depending on what you're doing. But in this case, I think I'm better off having that come off without a doubt. Because in other words, this will flip over once and it's going to be like in really bad condition. Hopefully we don't flip over at all, but when you're going for the all-out craziness here, then who knows what's going to happen, but we're going to have a ton of fun trying to do this thing. Anyways, I'm just going to get some marks on this thing. I'm going to slide it in that way, so I'm just going to get a little measurement real quick. Not even going to measure, I'm just going to use this as a scribe. I scribe a lot of stuff. It seems to work real well. If I'm fabricating something, a lot of times, you need to do measurements, definitely. But a lot of times scribing works really well too. And especially if you take in consideration the thickness of your lines when you're scribing stuff. And you end up with really good fits that way. At least I do. So, anyways, just want to get a couple marks in here, so we're going to start cutting a little bit. And I'm going to cut this little by little because I don't know exactly where I have to cut it entirely. So, I don't want to cut something out that I wish I would have not cut out. Even though no matter what I do there, it's going to work out fine. But I'm a little meticulous. I kind of have a thought in my head, or a picture in my head of what I want this to look like when it's in there. So hopefully I can hit that. Anyways, I'm going to trim there and there. Cut this out flat so I'll be on that surface. And let's go ahead and try that. Let's see what happens. Let me get this ready right here. Get this out of the way. Yeah, and this is for that body, remember. Maybe tomorrow, if we have some decent weather, maybe I can start getting this cut out, only 2 of these, and I'll start getting this thing going, because this has drying time and everything else. And when you do this, there's a lot of steps here. First you build your plug, which is basically your part, what you want it to look like. And then from that, create what you want the thing to look like. And then from there you can make a mold, and then you take the mold off of there, and then you can make a bunch of them if you want. Since I'm probably going to be doing like primarily probably very light polyester layups on it, is probably what's going to mostly be done. You know, those will get beat up pretty easily, but it does give you kind of a nice rigid body. And if you're kind of going through bodies and you want them to look kind of good, you know, you could pop out a couple bodies. I'll probably make 2 or 3 of them for myself or whatever. I don't know. And then, who knows, maybe make one that's like a shelf queen body, a carbon fiber one that just looks sick. You know, I might do one of those too. I don't know. We'll see how much time we have, and from the looks of it, we definitely going to have a little bit of time. By the way, you know, once again, I hope everybody's doing okay out there. Hold it. Hang in there. I mean, you can just do what you're doing. Anyways, I want to consider myself extremely lucky to be in a lockdown kind of a situation, or partial lockdown, whatever you want to call it. You know, at least I get to work on this thing and make some videos, and hopefully you guys can enjoy a little bit of this. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to make a little noise here and cut out this first portion. And gotta have this ready. Hang on just a minute here while I'm just going to get all tangled up with this. Sorry about all that noise. Jeez. I'm noisy in here. Gonna have to do that one more time. So anyways, got that trimmed there. It's gonna go like that. So then, guess I'm gonna cut it across and back. I want to keep this center open, and these 2 fingers is what I'm going to try to make to hold it in this way. From the fingers there. Hopefully I don't cut out the wrong part. Let's see how it can be there. We're going to have that sliding in. So come up this way, and it'll come over, and my screen is in the center, so I want the screen open. So I need this much open in the center for the screen. And there. There. So I kind of made a mark from there to there here. So I'm kind of this much for my screen. Like that. That's what I'm thinking. It goes that way. So if I cut these out here, That'll leave my screen for me with these fingers. So I gotta go over, right there, and then cut that out. This stays. So let's try that. There we go. See what happens there. It's looking confusing. I wasn't getting too much dust there, so I think I'll leave that vacuum off and try it without the vacuum and see what happens. A little more. Yep. Now, so there's that clear plastic right there. It'll sit right on that. Okay. So that'll sit right on there. And should slide right in there. So that needs to be wider. And so let me trim that out. Clean this up just a little bit there. Get a couple of those nuggies out of the way. Just like so. Yep. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Clean. Have enough cleaning. Okay, let's see if a little bit closer there, getting this in. That looks good there. And then we want to go further forwards with it, like that. So I need to keep cutting this to right there. And I'll bring it that much more. And I guess it's going to be going under that. So let's try that. That'll look cool. Just a little bit under there. That. Oh, right. Time to do some more chopping. I need a smaller plate. This is going to dig into the part I don't want to dig into, so we'll put a smaller one on and see if I can do that. This will work better, I think. It's got some black stuff on there, hopefully that doesn't mess me up. There we go. Goes right in there without hitting nothing. Almost. Almost. Good enough. Good enough. Clean that up. There we go. Yeah, you really need that vacuum, I'll tell you, to make it keep your stuff clean, dog. The noise is kind of a bummer. It'd be nice to get one of those silent vacuum systems where the motor and all the stuff that makes all the noise is like way over there somewhere. And then they got this long old tube that comes way over here, and a tube that drops down here, and it just has a lot of power, you know, and all that, and all the noise is over there somewhere. You have to hear it. So someday, we have that most awesome shop. It will be like that. We'll see what happens. Anyways, look at that. Slides right in. Just like that. Got the Dynamite logo out here, right where it's supposed to be. This seems to slide in just nice there. I'll clean that up just a little bit with a sanding bit. Check it out. Not too bad. That should do the trick. Got the power button here. Mode, inner. Do all that. That's all good. You can see the screen. Slides in and out. That's that plastic that I was showing you. Let's see. There it is on the inside. So I'll throw a little piece of Velcro on here and call that a day. I think that's going to work out just fine. And that was painless. Let's go ahead and do a little sanding bit on here real quick and see if I can clean that up just a fuzz. Don't do too much with it right now. Spend a little time later on making it look nicer. The nicer you want it to look, the more time consuming it is. I'll tell you that.